What's up, guys? It's Superside again. Got a blue snowball, so yeah, there's gonna be more videos. Sorry for the delay in videos, but that's not what you're here for. You're not here for me to say sorry. You clicked on this video because you wanted to see a life story. So today's life story is the time that I ran away from the cops. The gameplay in the back, I went 42 and 13. So this was back in the summer of 2013 when we were going into 7th grade. So me and my friend Brennan, I'm going to say his name because I really doubt he's going to care, but me and my friend Brennan, we were going to just chill for the day. So I called up my friend Cameron. Now Cameron's a pretty chill dude. He doesn't like getting in trouble, so he's understandable what he did. So we go to this Chinese buffet type place. It's down the street from my house. I don't live there anymore, but I used to live where I used to live. It was down the street from my house. We go down there and we go to the back and just chill in the back. It seems stupid to just go to the Chinese buffet and sit in the back of a Chinese buffet. Yeah, it was dumb, but in the back there was a way to get on top of the roof. So I've done it before, but after this experience I didn't do it again. So my friend Brennan, he decides to just scale this wall to grab to this ladder, because that's what you do. You have to scale the wall to grab onto this ladder. So he finally just scales this wall, grabs the ladder, and climbs up. So he gets up on this and he's like, "Come on, guys, come on, come on, come on." I'm like, "Nah." I'm thinking to myself, should I do it? So I looked at Cameron and he's just like, "Nah, man, don't do it. Don't be influenced by him." So I'm like, I'm gonna take his advice. This is like the only time I ever took anybody's advice. So I'm sitting down here and we're just listening to music. He's got a Beats pill type thing, but no, it was the Apple carry around music type dock. So we're just listening to music, and the workers from this Chinese buffet place just keep coming out and going back in, coming out, going back in, coming out, going back in every few minutes or so. So then 30 minutes later, the manager finally comes out and she says, "I'm calling the police if you guys don't leave." So my first reaction is to go up to her and be like, "Why are you calling the police on me? I'm down here." But at the time, I didn't know of guilt of association. So she's just like, "I'm calling the police right now. I'm calling the police." She wasn't Asian, so if I was trying to make like, "I'm calling the police right now" type noise or accent, I wasn't. So she kept saying, "I'm calling the police, calling the police." So we're like, she's bluffing. So my friend comes down, then she comes outside with the phone. I'm like, "All right, we're leaving, we're leaving." So she's like, "I'm calling the police." And so she's dialing the number. She's like, "Yes, call light." So she's dialing the number, and my friend looks at me, and he's like, "Book it, book it, book it." But Cameron stays, and me and Brennan just book it. We book it like no one's business. So we're running down the street, and so once we get past my house, which we didn't ever get to my house, which would have been just the brightest idea for me just to go home, but I didn't. So what happened was we ran to my elementary school that I didn't go to, but the elementary school was before when you got to my house. So I don't know why I just didn't go home. But we went to this elementary school and we go behind the elementary school where there's a field. So we used to go to this elementary school, so we know this place inside, out. So there's this field that we used to do laps on. We run through this mile yard thing, and we hear sirens. Sirens are just wailing. I don't know if the sirens were for us or what, but it was just scary. My heart was pounding. And just imagine like a 6th grader just running from the police for something so little, but at the same time so big. We're running, running, running. We hear the sirens, we go through this field, and we hit this quarry part. I don't know what they were building since I don't live there anymore, and they never finished by the time that I moved, but it was just this big quarry area, and we're just climbing on top of these rocks, just trying to like hop over everything. So then we jump down, and we land in water. So usually whenever you wear nice shoes, for me this is, like sometimes I'll wear KDs. Back then I didn't wear KDs, but I used to wear like suede skate shoes and Vans and cloth type fabrics and shoes. So my shoe and my sock completely get soaked. They get soaked, and it's me and my friend are just soaked in water because we land and it's like pretty deep, so the water just splashes up and hits us, and we're just wet from like this marshy type water. It was really nasty. And so then we get out this marsh because it took us a while. So we get out and we walk up and we hear the sirens on the other side of the park. And so we, at the time, we didn't know it was on the other side of the park till we officially ran through this park, got to the bridge to leave and exit, and then we hear the sirens just wailing. They're like legit 30 seconds away. So we turn around and we book it. We book it back through this field, back through this marsh, over the quarry, over the mile thing, past the school, and I finally just go home. Like, I don't know why I didn't do that from the beginning, but I finally go home, and my mom's like, why are you all wet? I'm like, I fell. And little did she know that I was running away from the police. Now, should I have lied to her? No, I should not have. So karma came back and bit me in the butt. So, me and my friend Brennan, we're in contact still. He's like, texted me later that night. He's like, dude, that was crazy. That was like freaking awesome. And I was like, just stuff like that. Just keep reminding me of what would happen. So I'm just like, yeah, it was pretty chill and stuff like that. So then my mom says, she calls my name. She goes, Justin! I'm like, and so I come out, and she's like, what are you doing? What did you do this time? And so I see there's a cop at my door. I don't know how the cop showed up to my door. Maybe my friend Cameron. I don't know what happened. But there's a cop that showed up at my door. So I tell her the story. She's like, why did you lie to me? I'm like, because I didn't want to tell you that we ran away from the police. So my mom just finally is just like, whatever. So she grounds me for 2 weeks. I'm not allowed to go outside for 2 weeks. I'm not allowed to talk to this kid named Brennan. So I disobeyed her orders to not talk to this friend Brennan. I've known him since 2nd grade, and we're still in touch now. And I moved to a different state. So that just shows you how much of a good friend he is. But this commentary is coming to an end, and that's just the first time, not the first time, but that was one of the craziest times that I ran away from the police. If you guys like this video, post in the comments what type of life story or video they would like to see next.